Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Ted, and today I'm hanging out with
Nerdarchy Steve.
And Nerdarchy Ryan.
And today we have a GM 911 with Dungeons and Discord.
If you have a GM 911 or even a viewer suggestion, you can head over to Nerdarchy forum where we have a section for that, or you can send it to nerdarchy@gmail.com. Not GM 911 in the subject line.
Yeah. All right, so we got this one via email, and we'll make sure that we put the long text in the description down below.
As long as it all fits. So far, we did have one that was too long. I couldn't actually fit it. I didn't have enough characters to use.
Yeah, but, there's a character limit in the doobly-doo or description.
Yeah. We got this one from Gerheg Mojica, if hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And essentially, his group, they changed GM, so it's a GM 911 and a player 911, but one player constantly is looking to change characters, never stays focused, and 2 to 5 sessions in playing a character. Oh, I'm bored with this. Let me
it's actually multiple characters, but one person is really bad with it.
Yeah, right. There's multiple people that have that problem. I mean, this player changes characters as often or as frequently as I change my pants, which is once every 2 gaming sessions, in case you need to know. Yeah. So how do you deal with that? And then also between that and changing alignments.
I actually have a simple solution, and I hate to say it.
What's that?
I have to agree with Scott Garibay. Like his what is it, 3, 5, 7, 9 session games is perfect for this group. Clearly, they're not going to stay invested long enough.
They're not committed
to do a long campaign. So do short campaigns. Mini campaigns, 3 to 9 sessions. Pick whatever's ideal.
They said that they talked about doing session zeros. So I would talk in that session 0 that make the character that you're going to play. There is no changing. And maybe do a combination of the two. All right, we're going to do shorter sessions.
Yeah, but he already threw that solution out, because he said that the player just will be disruptive or not play. I mean, which either obviously being disruptive is bad, and not playing, well, that's their choice. It depends on how many people you have in your group. If the consensus of all the players can't agree, then it's okay for a player to leave.
Right,
that group might not be for them.
Yeah, it just might be the fact that he's just not into that he's not that into your D&D campaign, and he can't commit. And so this way, if you run that 3, 5, 7 sort of motif, like 3, it sounds like for this group, you want to make story arcs that can be done in 3 sessions, and this way, oh look, we get to all make new characters again, and eventually maybe they'll get some of these character ADDs out of their system, and they're going to actually long for, man, I wish I could actually play a character for 12 sessions and see how they progress. So then you can have the opposite problem and eventually build a campaign for that.
And at that point, you can even just throw the session 0 out the window, really.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, we're fans of the session 0, but if you're not going to play enough sessions for it to really matter, why bother?
Right.
Do 3 to 5 sessions, and then new campaign, new DM, whatever, however you want to do it, different system. But clearly, you can't make anyone do anything. So you're beating your head up against a wall to try. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
So. Or you can also borrow this idea from Dark Sun, because character fatality in the early editions, the 2nd edition Dark Sun, was meant to be a commonplace thing. So you'd have a character tree. You would have a staple of 3 characters that if one of your characters died, that this one would just show up. But another element of the character tree was that these characters, like, you could kind of play whichever one you wanted or was more appropriate to the story. So another thing you might be able to do is build in some structure to the story of the game of what, like, we have the company of the Nag, this group of adventurers. So maybe you build your campaign that they could have 3 characters ready to go and they can play whatever they want. It becomes a lot of work for you as the dungeon master, because you can't spec an adventure for the capabilities of your players then, because you never know what they're going to play at any given time. I guess you could kind of ask in advance.
You just throw your adventures out there. If they die, they die.
If they die. You can make it Ivan Drogo sort of mentality. He dies.
And realistically, if they're coming with a character tree and players die, well, they've already got characters made, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much we put out 2 solutions. One, micro campaigns or character trees. Either one of them will probably work. So you guys let us know how you would deal with it in your game in the comments below. While you're at it, like, share, and subscribe.
You can even patronize us in a good way over on Patreon.
Or you can check out all the articles over on nerdarchy.com.
So until next time,
Stay nerdy.